Powered by nuclear energy.
Hi, this is DJ Mondo, and welcome to the Atomic Luau, and welcome to another episode of SketchLab with DJ Mondo. This is the ongoing series within a series where I do a drawing from start to finish that is an homage to one of my favorite artists, comic book artist Jack Kirby, an homage to the first issue of The Incredible Hulk, which I'm replacing the characters of the Hulk and Dr. Banner with my characters, DJ Mondo and his robot gorilla companion, Dr. Sim. This is episode 13. I took a break over the holidays. It's been a while since I've posted one. The original plan was to do these once a week, but life intervenes, and you just do them when you can. But this is going to be episode 13, and we're gonna move that project along. But before we do that, I wanted to start with something a little bit different. You'll see another drawing on the screen. This is another homage that I have done, and I posted this one on Instagram. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. Please do. It's DJ Mondo's Rave, at DJ Mondo's Rave on Instagram. But you can find links to all of my social media sites on djmondosrave.com. And please follow me there. And if you want to, see more artwork and see more music and things like that, music demos and DJ equipment demos and things like that. But this, of course, on the screen, what I have here is another homage that I've done for, I don't know if you can guess this, or if you guys are really into guys who are really into comic books really know what this image represents, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. And by opening up my reference window here, and this is an homage to the manga and also the excellent Japanese anime known as Akira by Katsuhiro Otomo, I believe it was, and but he's an excellent artist. His stories are legendary, and Akira is a legendary manga, and also a legendary anime. One of the first animes to make it over here to the United States back in the 80s, when I was first getting into foreign comic books and things like that. But I created a little homage to it and inserted my own character DJ Mondo in there. It's not A1, but I'm actually kind of proud of it, and I'm going to break it down and just show you the elements real quick before we actually move on to the main drawing here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the reference here, and this reference feature in Procreate, that's the application that I'm using on the Apple iPad Pro, as well as the Apple Pencil as well, has a function where you can import a reference image. That way you can reference the image and reference the colors in the image as well, because if you want to, I think you can color pick off of it. I haven't actually done the color picking off of the reference image, but it does come in quite handy when you want to reference something, which is how I reference this image here. But I'm going to go ahead and close the reference for a moment here, and I'm going to break down the elements that are in the layers here, and I'll show you how I've broken it down here. At the top, you've got a hidden layer there. My signature down at the bottom is in its own layer. Then we've got the Japanese kanji, which is over the logo, and which that's Mondo in Japanese, at least according to Google Translate. Then we've got the DJ Mondo logo there. The turntables is in its own layer here. which is actually a photo reference that I imported and did some alteration on so that the turntables stand out a little bit more. The speakers are in their own layer, along with, for some reason, the shadows that are also in that layer. And you'll notice that the shadows are off a little bit. The angles on the shadows are off a little bit because they kind of go in different directions. You want to have them going in the same direction because they're all coming from the same light source. Just a little tip for you there, pro tip for you there, which I failed to follow myself. But the mistake that I made here is that the shadow for the turntable is actually in the same layer with the speakers, and which they should be in the same layer group with the turntable, but that's neither here nor there. It still looks the same. Mondo, of course, is in his own layer with his own shadow on the road, and then the road itself is in its own layer, which the road itself also is a photo reference again that I did some tinting on and alterations and filled in some cracks a little bit, and then put that street, that line down the center to represent the road that he's on. So there you go. That's another bit of fun, another fun homage that I did, and put that one on Instagram. And all hail to Akira and to Katsuhiro Otomo, who was one of the greatest manga artists to ever put pen to paper. But I thought that was kind of fun. I thought you guys might want to see that. And so now let's actually get back into the main drawing here, back into the gallery, and let's reopen that Incredible Hulk project. And that reference, the previous drawing, I did use that reference item here, which I'm not using on the Incredible Hulk drawing that I'm doing here, which I don't know why. Which I recently just discovered it, but again, shows how much I know. Instead, I'm taking up real estate on the actual drawing with this reference that I've actually imported into a layer instead. Not the best way to do it, but again, let's go back over the layers here, and I'm going to fold some of these up so they take up less space. And the logos, and I think today I'm going to actually start working on the logos. So let's look at all of the elements that are in this drawing so far. And so let's go, actually let's turn everything off first and look at them one at a time. We've got the logos on top. They're in every direction here. We've got the DJ booth, which is down at the bottom here, and which is covered up by the photo reference that I imported with the two tiki masks there. So that's why it looks so odd. We've got DJ Mondo there, Dr. Sim here, and there's going to be a crowd back there. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with them later. And then I think I put a gray reference layer here just so I would have something in the background there. And then of course there's the reference layer there. But let's go back into the logo layer, which is where I want to start today. Because I've put it off too long, and it'll be an opportunity to start using the text features of Procreate. Anyway, I don't want to work on this too long, so let's start a timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 30 minutes.
Thank you. All right, so let's see if we can enter some text here, and then we're going to do some distortion. And if I can remember where the text layer is. Add text. There we go. Oh no, text is in its own layer. Let's turn these layers off on the bottom here. And on the keyboard, let's type DJ Mondo. And let's select all. Typically, I like to use not Futura. It's the official font of the Atomic Luau is Impact. So I'm going to choose Impact for this. And let's make it, we can leave it white. Actually, Impact regular. Okay. And it's centered. Centered on that text box right there. We can move this around a little bit. We can let's see if we can color it a different color here. It should be white. And let's turn on that gray background again. That way we can see it. And I wonder if we can we stroke selection here? Because I would like to have a black outline around that. However, I'm not quite sure how to achieve that with this application. Nope, not good. And crashed. Let's get back into it. Alright, let's just do this. Since what does our reference look like? Oh, okay, it's going to be block letters. I want to do something similar to the way the Hulk has his block letters there. So let's do this. And duplicate this layer. Here we go. Now we select this layer. Move it down. Let's select another color. Like it I don't know if we should go with blue. Everything in the DJ Mondo universe tends toward blue, but let's go with red here. We can always come back and change it later. So can we drag and drop here? Too orange. There we go. That's more red. So now the lower layer is going to be red, and I'll place that behind it and see if I can try to give it this kind of bulgy 3D kind of look here. So what I'm going to do is make the other one large. Top layer a bit larger, and uniform. Some emergency vehicle passing outside. There we go, just like that. Just a bit larger. There we go. I wonder if it would be too much work to manually outline all of this, and I don't know. Not sure. Let's just go with this, and then we can do the distortion later. Maybe merge the two layers together, and then we can do some distortion with it. Merge those two layers down. Now they're the same two layers, and then we can do something to distort them, like this. Distort. Maybe pull the top in a bit. There we go. So it's got that. So it's got that monumental kind of 3D effect coming at you like that. There we go. Now, there's a couple of other things that we'll do to kind of simulate those explosive word balloons that are going to be on the front cover. So that'll be fun. So now we've merged those two, and what are we going to say? I think we need another sign that says the strangest DJ of all time. So let's make another text layer. I don't know, the color scheme is kind of freaking me out here because I don't know what the background is going to look like, and if that red really clashes with the I don't know, I should have made him I wonder if it's too late. I wonder if it's too late to make it the same hue as the gorilla. You know, that might work. What if I did this here and drag and dropped that here? There we go. Now we've got colors duplicated in other areas. Let's try it that way. There we go. That's a little less freaky, I think. All right. So yeah, that's a good example of pulling colors from one area of your drawing and putting it into another area. That way, it's not so, you know, you want to kind of duplicate those colors all around so it balances out. But you know, again, not strictly necessary. But an interesting ploy. All right, so let's hide him again, and let's create another the strangest man of all time. Let's create another text balloon here, and go with more text, insert text, and this time we're going with, let's turn off this layer. Strangest DJ of all time. Oh, we need 2 exclamation points. For this homage. And do we want to put that in a in another square box? Let's get rid of this layer here since we didn't use that. Let's add a, oh, actually we could have used that layer, but so let's put it back. And this time if we can add a text box, a rectangle behind this. And go. Strangest DJ of all time. And let's duplicate this. And in this lower layer, let's take that same color and move this down a bit. And bring that down and off to the right a little in order to create that box. Okay. There we go. Let's turn it off, merge down. And we want all three, want the text and the and those two boxes to be together. So let's merge down here, merge down here. Now we can distort this and do we want to strangest DJ of all time? Let's spread it out a little bit. So the text is a little bit too distorted, but I don't know, maybe I should have went with another font on that, but that's okay. We'll see how close we can get to it. And it's going to be uniformly kind of smaller so that it fits under the logo there in proportion. I'll just make all of these elements separate because we're going to eventually move them around so that they're in a so that they're in relatively the same space here. All right, what can we do next? How about fantasy as you like it? And then we can make a another word balloon there. I don't think I'm going to go for the different colors of the words there, but we'll make something similar. Let's add another text layer. Oops. Let's get back into our drawing here. Add more text. I'm going to call it Techno as you like it. Really needs to be all caps. I need to do a cap locks. And I can change the color on those as well. Let's move this around. Techno as you like it. So there we go. Oh, I can, let's do this. Let's go ahead and make those and recolor those two words right there. I'm probably doing this the hard way, but that's all right. Techno as you like it. All right. And let's make some, bring up another layer here, Techno as you like it. And I need to put another item behind that. I need a big giant splash like that one. Let's just do it by hand. Let's add another layer. And grab a studio pen. This is going to be really sloppy. There we go. All right, let's drop another color in here like that. And then let's move this here. Uniform. There we go. Okay, great. All right, so there's our splashy word balloon, and we're going to put another one shaped like a question mark on the other side. So let's merge down. There we go, and there's our complete word balloon there. And what else? And get some working room here. I'm just going to turn off some of these logos. There we go. And that's a funny one. That's going to be the question mark one. Let's do let's see, man, machine, or both. Okay. More text. And is he man? You know what? Let's type in all caps. I like typing in all caps. Or ... Here we go. Is he man or machine or both? Or is he both? That's gonna be odd to put into a. I don't know. Maybe I can move things around once they're there. I might have done this in different colors or something, but let's see. How do we want this? Turn that layer back on. So I can see the colors here. No. There we go. Let's get close to the colors. And let's go, whoops, there we go, man, okay, so it's going to be man, machine, and is he man? There we go. And then I'll make the other letters black. And is he man or machine or there we go. Is he man or machine, or is he both? Here we go. That way it'll be similar to that. Okay, so let's make a question mark. A question mark that's going to be big enough to hold the. And actually, let's do another layer of text. So, and is, whoops. So remember, it's all caps. Is he both? And there we go. And there we go. Color these. Oh no, wrong ones. Let's go back. Both is the. So I'm trying to get this to match the color scheme as much as possible. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to make items for this. How much time have we got left here? And running low on time. I'm going to make one giant question mark for that first item there. And let's make it here. And let's go back here, get me some black. Let's get back into the studio pen and oh, too weird. There we go. And now let's take this and see if we can cram this. Actually, no, let's distort this. That way we can make it a little bigger. And hopefully it'll have a little bit more room for the text in there. Here we go. And select that. Grab this. Put it in there. See if we can. Oh no, it's still distorting. Reset. Uniform. And drag it in. And resize it. It's definitely not the ideal size. If I can distort, let's distort it this way. There we go. All right, merge down, and there we go. There's that. Now we need a, actually, let's cut that out. Now they should be unmerged. Let's grab this. Oh no. Freehand. Cut that out of there. And then move this uniformly down here. And we can distort that. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. And that's time. Okay, so hopefully you can see where I'm headed with this. I'm in the process of just making like those little decals out of those word balloons, which I'm gonna put into place once I'm finished. But for right now, everything is in its own layer, so I can actually start moving them around. And actually, let's we can merge these. Those two items are kind of in their own same layer. We can kind of merge those down right now, and now we've got the top part of that question mark. I'll do the bottom part next time, but that's how it's going to be once we've done it. Okay, and like I usually do at the end of these, I'm going to go ahead and do the video playback of the drawings so far. It's these kind of get longer and longer every time we do it. I think they're up to about 4 minutes now, but if they get too long, I'll just stop doing them. But let's do a video playback of the time lapse recording from the very, very rough sketches of Dr. Sim. Very, very rough sketches of DJ Mondo. Very, very rough sketches of DJ Mondo's DJ booth. Very, very rough sketch of the crowd. And I forgot the sensational DJ Mondo. I'll have to do another word balloon on top. But typically, Impact is the official font of the Atomic Luau. So here we go, working out the short legs. I don't know if you guys recall, but the legs were a problem on Dr. Sim. You can see they're different sizes, really unbalanced and asymmetrical. But you know what? Who cares? Just have fun with it. But it got so annoying that I went back and fixed it, so no big deal. DJ Mondo. And again, and nothing here is really set in stone. Everything can be resized. That's the purpose of layer groups, is that you can put everything in a layer, group it, distort it all at the same time, so that nothing is out of place. And then we start toward the inking here. Well, not the inking, but crowd scene. I still don't know what I'm going to do with the crowd. I'm probably just going to use a photo reference for the to create the crowd photo references and do some distortion. So there's our DJ booth shaping up there. It was always going to be the Atomic Luau logo on the front of the DJ booth, so which is why I imported that photo reference. And cleaning up Dr. Sim, inking. Not extremely happy with the position of both his arms there, because you can see that they should be in kind of similar positions, but one is prone, one is kind of supine, what is it, pronation, supination with the forearms there, but no biggie. Nothing has to be perfect. Just have fun with it. That's my motto going into 2021, since 2020 was such a shit show. So all right, inking him in. He's going to have more details. DJ Mondo's going to have more details on his t-shirt before we're done. And I might actually take this, and I really would like to do some animation with this, add some moving lights and things like that, just so it's like an animated GIF. Maybe I'll import it into Clip Studio Paint once I'm done, and add some of that stuff, because I'm really interested in that. So there we go. Did some adjustment to the shadows, adding some highlights. Dr. Sim finally got his full head of hair and his little goatee. Color fill-ins on DJ Mondo. And again, we can always resize them relative to each other. I always kind of envision Dr. Sim as being kind of big, like 9 feet tall or so. So there we go. Put some racing stripes on there to give him some style and some speed. And then start working on the logos. I love that they added text on Procreate. So, and that's how we left it, with a messy pinup board like that with our stuff on it. We'll pick up there when we next time, but from here, it's definitely a lot of fun doing this recreation here, and just kind of playing it by ear to all of the elements that are going to be on this cover here. And like I said, I really love that they added the text feature to Procreate. It is kind of fun working with text and and doing distortions and things like that. So this is where we'll pick it up the next time. If you're watching this, thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to stop doing the live streams. I think I mentioned this before. I'm not really going to do live streams anymore because nobody's really watching it, but it's good that they'll be posted there anyway. Check out djmondosrave.com for links to all of my social media sites. If you like what you see, go over to SpreadShirt and pick up a t-shirt, a DJ Mondo's Rave t-shirt, an Atomic Luau t-shirt, and check me out on Instagram, which I also post videos and things on YouTube and Instagram as well for music demos, for music app demos and things like that. A lot of stuff that we're doing with the iPad, but also professional music equipment as well. I have a lot of fun playing with that stuff. So anyway, this is an ongoing project, and like I said, we'll see if I can interject some more artwork into it, because like I said, I'm really off into manga as well as American comic books too. So there's a lot of great stuff out there. I really love like European comics. The AD 2000 stuff is great as well. So. But yeah, some great comic books all over the world. I just happen to be kind of partial to Jack Kirby because that was my first love when I was getting into comic books, though that kind of artwork. So anyway, keep drawing. If you guys are drawing something, contact me on one of my social media sites and point me to it. I would definitely like to see it, especially if you're doing animation, because that's the next step here is to start doing animations as well. I really love that. So if you've got something to teach, I'm willing to learn. If you've got a favorite artist or something like that, point me to it because I'd like to see it. And but anything having to do with comic books or anime, let me know. Anyway, this is DJ Mondo signing off. Thanks for watching.